Hello, sports fan. This is Steven here for Sports Choice Plus. I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. Is there trouble in Colorado? Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates, all the breakdowns, and make sure you also subscribe to the Instagram at the same name, Sports Choice Plus. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Looking at the spring game, and usually Alabama, Georgia, a number of teams get that spotlight, but we did see last week that University of Colorado was given the spring game, the ESPN special, if you will. They do the spring ball. They network televise it, and there was a big celebration, a big turnout. I believe it was a sellout crowd at Colorado, the first time in a multitude of years. And there was a lot of things going on, and a lot of the players from that game hit the transfer portal as soon as the game was over. Deion Sanders talked about this when he first got there. He talked about his Louis luggage. He talked about the character. He talked about what it's like to take over a team that's 1-11. And you got to think about that. A team that's 1-11 has a lot of bad ways. It has a lot of bad tendencies. It's just 1-11. You know, you got to ask yourself, if you're 1-11 and a new coach comes in, how impressed is he with your resume? How impressed is he with your stats if you're 1-11? Well, you had some talent on the team. Some talents hit the portal. And Deion Sanders made it clear he's having to build this team from scratch, essentially. So you have some guys that are going to fit the new program and a lot of guys that are not. When you see the high level of turnover, I think we've hit the number 42 of people that hit the transfer portal since he's come to Colorado. And you got to think, a lot of these guys, how talented were you at 1-11? I don't care what the coaches do, but you got to think, how talented were you when you're playing and you're losing? At 1-11, how much respect should I have for the things you're saying or the play or the tape that I see from 1-11? So, yes, you see guys coming from the University of Arkansas. You see guys coming from states of Florida. You see guys coming from all over, and a high number of these guys have come. I believe 31 guys Deion's gotten out the transfer portal. From sophomores to incoming freshmen to all kind of guys that have been in different situations, that have been in college for 4 or 5 years, that now get a chance to play in Colorado. So if you don't like that, I'm sorry. You have to keep in mind, this is Division I football. And to make it clear, if you don't have what it takes to make the University of Colorado roster, then hit the transfer portal. Things are not going to be just peachy like you like them all the time. And you got to keep in mind, Deion Sanders is running a program that's going to get you drafted. A program that's going to get you to the point where you're NFL ready. He's running NFL-type schemes. When you look at the likes of Travis Hunter, Shedeur Sanders, you're looking at guys that came from HBCUs, that came here now, and he's just transferring the script. It's just from one college to the next. So the turnaround is needed in Colorado. He went to Jackson State and turned that around. Similar activity, but with just lower-tier players. So now that he has a little bit more money, the school can get a little bit different. The NI deals are rolling in. They're starting to get guys that are premium, considered premium talent. So yes, those 2 stars and 1 stars that were at Colorado may feel inferior to 3, 4, and 5 stars that he's getting. The recruiting trail brought a lot of recruits that were 5-star, 4-star, 3-star that would have normally not been on Colorado's radar. So you got to think, those running backs, those wide receivers, those corners, those different positions, the safeties, defensive tackles, DNs. He needs dogs in there. He wants to play at the highest level against the best competition with the best level of talent he can get. So you got to think, when people are saying, oh, what's the issue in Colorado? There is no issue in Colorado. This happens at many schools. Look at USC last year when Lincoln Riley went over there. There was a mass exodus. We didn't say the same thing about them. So I think we just need to hit the pause button and understand that, hey, this is normal. This is the new normal in college football with NIL deals, with players being able to say, you know what, after spring game, I don't want to be here. I'm not going to be the starter. I don't want to be here. Whether it be you go to a school for a coach, playing time, different things scholastically, you got to keep in mind, players leave for different reasons. So the news reports that I see, they have to dig deeper than the surface. They have to understand how it's working. So Chime in. What do you think is going on? Get in the comment section. Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus for all the breakdowns and all the updates. And we'll see you on the very next video.